point.
Okay, that's true.
I'll be sharing my screen with you.
Okay. Yes, I've not seen.
If you can see it, just let me know.
It's going sharing now. Yes, I can see it now. Yes, I can.
So I'm going to take you as if you don't know anything about Fiverr before. So what you'll be learning in this training is going to be 2 days training. The first day you'll be learning introductions, how to open a Fiverr account, and the last day, which is the second day, is I will be behind you. We will set up 2 best-selling gigs of Fiverr, 2 best-selling Fiverr gigs, and at that point you may be writing Fiverr tests. If they bring it, you'll be writing a test for you to be able to render a service on Fiverr. So I will need your full attention. Even if you are not online, I will still send you the video, because at the end of this thing, I'll be giving you an assignment to do. Because if you didn't finish that assignment, you won't be able to proceed further to the next step. So the first one is introduction to Fiverr, and the second one, step by step on how to open a US Fiverr account, how to get a free paid US number, free or paid US, how to get a free paid VPN, and how to get a register on our sourcing site. So it's come to my notice that the number we normally use, Fiverr is not accepting it. We just discovered that a few days ago. So they are no longer accepting it again. But I'm going to give you another, because I'm supposed to send you a video on how to register on Numero. I don't know if I've even sent it before. So, but because they are not accepting that number.
No, you have not.
Because they are not accepting that particular numbers again. So we may not be able to use it, and I may not be able to send it to you. So I'll just send you another link on how to get a free number and try to use it. If it's not working, I have a guy also who can verify your Fiverr account, but I think he charges $6 for that using a US number account. So that's it for now. So the third one is how to get a free and paid VPN. VPN is just like, maybe, for example, if you are in a particular country and you want to, let's say, for example, you want to enter some website on US, or you want to act as if you're in US, so you get a VPN to hide your IP and now turn your IP to the country you want to get to. How to get how to register on outsourcing site. These outsourcing sites are the sites where you'll be getting the service from and resell it on Fiverr. And how to get a serious seller from those sites, and how to double your sales, and how to buy on Fiverr and resell on Fiverr. So there are some services you can still buy on Fiverr and resell those services on Fiverr without stress. So let's quickly go straight to the point. This is my Nigeria Fiverr account. This is as a registered Fiverr member. This is what you will see. This is how your own page will be like if you are in Nigeria. If you are in another country, it will be different. So the banner will be different and other things will be different. But this is how, generally, this is how the home page of Fiverr is. And this is my Nigeria account. I use this particular account for training. Let's check the country where this is. And this is Nigeria, 100% Nigeria. I'll be showing you how to open a US one too. So there is still some service you can render as a Nigeria seller that you can sell very well, like graphics design. So those services you can easily sell it on Fiverr without issue, without changing of IP, because they believe that graphics, because when they can see your work, they know that you know what you are doing. Even that's why that people in US will still be getting service more than you, will still be getting job more than you, but you will still be making your sales on Fiverr. So this is just this is Nigeria account. This one has been there since 2016. This one has been there since 2016. Let me go back to home page. So home page is the reason why sometimes you need to the reason why is because you need to act as if you are in US is because this kind of service, because this particular niche I'm going to be introducing to you through this training is called digital marketing and website ranking. So they believe, those people believe that anybody that is not from all those developing countries who are rendering those services, they don't know what they are doing. They can't give quality work. And you are not the one doing this work. You are getting this work from people who are from there. Let's say, for example, this is SEO class. SEO class. Let's say, for example, you want to sell this same service. I'm coming. So majority of people selling here are from US, Canada, France, Australia. So let's say you want to sell this particular service on Fiverr. So you need to know how to see you are from here because you are getting from those foreign guys too. So your own is to get an order on Fiverr. Order it from here and deliver to your seller, I mean to your buyer on Fiverr, and you get your money back. So it's not depend on the price you want to put it. That's why it's very, very important you know what you are doing. So if you plan to sell this kind of service on Fiverr as a Nigerian, I'm sorry, you may not be able to go to make good sales. You may not be able to make good sales. But if you register as UK, US, Canada, Australia, France, you will easily sell. You will sell, and that is the truth. So what we need to look at is go back to Fiverr. So, like I said the service I'm going to be introducing to you is website ranking, which has to do with backlink, SEO, and other things. So let's say if this service is even selling at all on Fiverr. Let's take this guy for example. This guy is something that will do a high quality SEO backlink campaign. Let's say it's service on Fiverr. This guy has 47 orders in queuing, people who are still queuing up for him to deliver this job, and he has almost 2,000 rating already. So this rating means that sometimes you order product on Fiverr, on Jumia. Not every time you order product on Jumia that you give the person a rating. So this shows that more than 3,000 people have bought this product, but only less than 2,000 people have given him rating, positive rating. So these guys have sold a lot of things, on this service, and he's selling his basic gift for $85, while the standard is $135, the premium is $195, and he still have 747 orders in queue. People who are, let me even play the video and see what this guy is talking about. So that's just literally about the guy who is offering this service. I'm sure you can hear me. Hello?
Hello?
I say, I'm sure you can still hear me. So, so for you to see that this guy.
Yes, I can, but I didn't hear the video. I can hear you.
Okay. So for you to see that this service is selling, that's why I just have to check it to see that. Let's check another person so that we not see that it's only this guy that is selling this service. Let's check this guy, Jacob. Oh, this guy has 131 orders in queuing already. People are queuing up for him to deliver, and he's selling for $95. So this is telling you that this service, why this kind of niche is very, very important. Now, the reason is COVID-19 has made us to understand that a lot of businesses needs to be online if they really want to compete with their competitors, if they really want to sell more products and services. So that's why many of them are coming online. They are giving their service to web designer or web developer to their company website to to design their company website for them. But the point of designing those websites, so those people don't know how to rank their website. So is one thing to get a website, is another thing to rank, to compete with your competitors online on those major sites like Google, Yahoo, and other things like that. So you can't keep on wasting money on advertisement. If you keep on wasting money on advertisement, at the end, you will keep on spending that money and money will not come. So that's why it is very, very important that they get their websites ranked on Google or any other search engine. So when we are talking about backlink is like a recommendation from other websites. Let's say, for example, I have a digital marketing website and you have a website. You are talking about digital marketing on your website. You now link back to my website for people to see more. That is a good recommendation. So that's why people need those things. So those things are what Google see before they can bring website to first page, second page, or number one. So that is why people are buying. They are desperately of getting this kind of service. So for you to see that it's selling, that's why I just have to show you that. So Fiverr simply means a place where buyer and sellers are meeting. And a seller will display their service, and the buyer will come. They will order the service. Fiverr will hold the money. Once the seller delivers the service, Fiverr will release the money. So that's just it. So I know you are not too new about Fiverr, but about this service you are new. So let's go straight now to how to open a US Fiverr account. I'm using this browser for this sake, for the purpose of this training, and it's a Chrome browser. And if you want to get a US or UK Fiverr account, you have to install a particular software called VPN. So there are different types of VPN. Well, I'm using OneScribe for this particular purpose. So you just search for OneScribe on YouTube, on Google, and install it on your Chrome. So once you install it, it will install. You can see it's showing green here is because it's connected. So once you connect it to us, I will advise you just dedicate that browser alone for this kind of job, so that you won't be changing. You won't just make mistake and enter the site without with your normal local browser. So let me just click on it and see the country where it is. So presently I'm in London. So if you want to have it, you can have it here. But I'm running it's here. So I can change the country I want it to be. But this one, I can change to US, I can change to Canada, I can change to Albania, I can change to any country, but I'm using UK for this particular purpose. So you can use US too. You can change to US and get a US one. Let's say I'm using US East. So if you really need this business, the best is to go to upgrade this VPNs. You have to use a paid version of it, so that your IP will not be changing. So you get an automated one that will be here there permanently for you. So I'm using free version of this on this system because I'm using this system for training. I'm looking for, okay, let's change to Chicago Club. This is US, because we want to get a US Africa. So what you now need to do is to go to fiverr.com, fiverr.com. Let's see what you're getting. So this is home page of Fiverr. If you have not registered, this home page, you need three things. You need your email, you need a password, and you need a username. So the first thing, you click on join. So I'll be using this particular email for this purpose because I'm not going to use this account again. I've created like 10 different accounts in the last 5 days. So let me check a temporary email to use for this. Use it. That email. So the reason I'm using this temporary email is because I'm not going to use this account for anything again. Enter the email and click on continue. Let's see what you're getting. Good. So it's correct. So now the next thing you need to do is to check use a username, find a username. Let's say my name is Emilia. I'll say Emilia. I'll think of the service I want to be rendering of Fiverr. I want to render SEO. Emilia SEO. It's gone. Okay. Emilia SEO. It's gone. Okay. Grace SEO. It's gone. Grace Lynn SEO. Oh, good. So I will choose a password. So you click on join. Oh. Click on join. Pin you have joined Fiverr. So they will send you an email to confirm, to verify, to activate your account. What you need to go and do is to check your email. I've received the email. You can see the email, Fiverr activate. So because I'm not using this particular browser, I'll just copy the link and go there. Paste it here and see to verify. So I'm starting with the rush. Boats, boats. So the account is activated. So let's now go to our profile and see what we are having here. Let's see the country where it's stored. So I believe you can see it now. Can you see it? Hello?
Yes. Yes.
I see it from United
I can
States.
hear you.
So from United
Grace
States.
me SEO.
Yeah. You can see the,
Yes.
the country where you are from United States. Now, the next thing you need to do here is to edit your profile. The first thing you need to do is go to Fiverr and see what people are doing on their profile. Let's say, for example, let's say this guy, let's see what this guy is doing. Let's see what he has on his profile, because these are the people on your niche. You go to their profile, okay? I am a professional rank builder. Now you can now put your own. I am a professional SEO. Websites. I'm professional SEO. So you click on updates. So you find a picture to use. So if you see the picture I use on my Zoom here, you see that picture, look like a foreign guy, and it's my own personal picture. So you can just go to Photo Lab and edit any of your 5 pictures to the text so that it will look like a foreign guy too. So the next thing is the description. The description, go back to that site and see what this guy has on their description. Hello, my name is Kano Uwa. I am providing SEO. Let's say, for example, this here. Hello, my name is Grace SEO. Grace me SEO. I Fighting SEO selection. I have been fighting SEO service for long. I can also help you with SEO strategy, social media marketing, SEO strategy to how happy to so that is you now update so you can add a skill like let's say SEO search, put experts, you add another one, SEO search engine automation expert, you add another one, search engine automation. You add many that is related to your niche. You add that one. You forget about the other one. You don't need this one now. So that is how to. So later you can go back to your settings and set up your full name. Add your full name and make sure this one. There's something I want to show you. Where if you go to my profile here of Fiverr, you see this. If you go to settings. So because I'm online, you see this is supposed to be online. So if it's not online, it will so go offline. So this is you are currently offline. This one is so now go online. You need to go online. So now you can see it. Let me see this one. Okay, it's actually to go offline. So that is it. So you need to make sure that it's always online. It's always online. So later you edit other things. That is how to register. Now we have fully 100% Fiverr. What is it called? 100% Fiverr account from US.
Account.
From US. The next thing you need to do now is I've talked about the VPN. So the VPN you use the Windscribe and you can use the free version for start. But the best thing is to start with the paid version so that you won't be having issue in future. So now register on the outsourcing side. The outsourcing side, when I started back then, I started using a website called $1.com. $1.com is a website where all the service you get there is selling for $1. But this time around, but that time it was so frustrating that they don't deliver in time. They don't deliver in time. So that now makes me go and be looking for that website. That was when I came across SEO Crack. And since then, I've been using SEO Crack. So there are many people on SEO Crack who are selling quality service very cheap. They are selling quality service and they are selling very cheap. And because most of these guys are from US, from UK, so they know what they are doing. So this is the SEO Crack. The same way you register on Fiverr, it's the same. You just click on join, register, username, email, password, confirm. That is just it. So they will send you the email notification to confirm. So that is on SEO Crack. Now, let's say you have registered on SEO Crack. What is making noise there?
It's my notebook.
So,
Hello.
I can hear you.
Yes, I say it's my notepad.
Okay.
Mm.
So now let's say you have registered on SEO client. This is SEO client. Now you now want to search for service. Let's say you like this kind of, okay, let's say for example, let's go back to Fiverr here from this account. Fiverr. Let's say I'm from US and I am a buyer. I'm looking for a service to buy on Fiverr. And I'm looking for an edu backlink service to buy. Then I'm just say edu backlink, click on search. Okay. So this is it, edu backlink. So this is where many, because I am in US, I want to order service from people who are in US. This is where US people, they will now send people who are not from US. This is where they will send them away. So what they will do is they will just click on local seller, which is so only people who are in US. So because I'm in Nigeria, it's only showing me people who are in Nigeria. Only one person is selling the service in Nigeria and he has not even sold anything. You can see. So if I'm from USA, which is so people who are selling the service in US. So this is why sometimes it's better to not to even try and sell the service in Nigeria as a Nigerian. So let's search for another thing. Let's just say backlink. No, let's use it back. Let's just say backlink again. So we have 22,000 people selling backlink, 22,000 plus. Let's check. This guy must be selling seriously. This one, 95, this one, 95. So I search for local seller. Because I'm in Nigeria, this is so many people who are in Nigeria. You can see all these people are from Nigeria. You can see what they are selling is not even compare. You can't compare with those people who are selling from other foreign developing countries. See, this guy is selling very, at least he's trying. He has different gig and he's still selling like this. He's trying. So now that is it. The next thing is so now they search for that locally, and the other thing is when let's remove this local. When someone is coming on the website, I mean on Fiverr to search for something as a buyer, I want to ask questions from the people I want to buy from. So I need a quick response. So once I search, the first thing is to do is to check people who are online. Because I believe that I want to make a request and I want them to reply me very fast. So I will click on it. So it will show me only people who are online. Out of 22,000 people, it's showing just 2,000 plus who are online. So this means that when you are on Fiverr, you need to be online 24/7. It's very, very important. You can open it on your app and just drop it, even when you are working on it, you are doing anything. So it will make you look serious in the eyes of the buyer, in the eyes of the buyer. So that is very important. So that is on Fiverr. So let's now say we search for let me turn this off. So you can see this guy is offering high quality do follow back. High quality do follow back. Now let's say I want to say high quality do follow back too. So what I will just do is to go to SEO client and search for do follow back link. Do follow. Let's see what we are getting. So this guy promised, let's start from this guy. This guy promised 1,000 do follow back link for $1. And he has sold 14,000 plus of this type of gig. Don't be surprised that 50% of people who are buying from this guy are reselling it on Fiverr. Are reselling it back on Fiverr. So, and you can see it promised 1,000 for $1. And these guys, for him to be having that kind of rating, that means he's selling this service seriously. And people who are buying from him are really buying. You can see he has 7 orders in progress, and he has not even late in delivering any of this service. You can see it. I'm going to save this guy link. I think he has a lot of things to offer. Sorry. So that is so you now go, you see what this guy is offering, you see what he's selling. You now go to Fiverr and create a gig around this type of service. You now take your own, like he promised 1,000, you can promise your own 900. So because you want to over deliver to your customer, so you now put your own 30 or 40 or $45 for it. So later in future you can increase the price, but you do make sure the price is not too low. If it's too low, they will not trust you. If it's too low to the other ones, they will not trust you. So you need to be very careful of that, which is very, very important too. So that is it. I want to save that. So that's all. So the next thing, so that is it. Now, before you click on that guy order, on that guy gig, you have checked something. You see, I checked something here. I checked that this guy has 99% rating, which makes him a serious seller. And another thing you need to do is when you get to his gig, you see that he has 7, he promised 3 days and he has 7 orders in progress, and there is no late order. If there is any late order, you see it below this 7 orders in progress. So he has which means this guy is serious, and his response is 21 hours maximum. So it makes sure that, I mean, it means that it's serious. Another thing you can just do is to contact this guy and send him a message that you can just say, hey, I saw your gig on SEO Clerk and I would love to work with you. I have an agency who is running an SEO service, and I'll be buying from you if you can give me fast and good service. And this guy will be happy to reply you. So this guy will reply you within 24 hours. If you reply you make sure you copy his name the same way I copy it here and save it to your notepad or save it anywhere that it will be easy for you to get access to it. Immediately you have an order, you just click on it and order this service. So you can just order this service. So it will ask me to log in. So I'm not logging in this particular account. So if you are registered, you just log in and order. So you can use your credit card, but you can't use your Naira card. It's either if you have a dollar card, you can use it, or you go and register on Barter. If you register on Barter, you can use the Barter account to buy from here, or you can also contact people who can fund your account here. So you can fund your account for like $10 and keep it there. So when you have another, you just order, you just get it and you do whatever you want to do. That's justice. It's as simple as that. I hope you understand.
Yes, I will go over it again, then I'll probably get to.
So that is it. So now, let's say, for example, you want to be selling this service. You now look for people who are selling this same service again. Let's look for another person who is, you can see this guy profile 1,500. You contact this guy too. I think it's the same person. Okay, it's not the same person.
Yes,
person.
to follow a backlink, 1,500.
Yeah, but it's different seller. This seller is
yes, 99% rating.
And this seller is different. SEO proof, and this one is Ambeg Egypt. So now AMB Egypt rather. So
yes, it's different.
You contact this guy differently. You send message to them. So whoever that replied you, at least you contact like up to like this guy promised 1,800. You find another person that promised up to that, almost up to that. You find another person like that. Even you can promise like 500 do for the back. So you find another person that his own range is between 500 to 1,000 to 2,000 too. So you contact like 5 people, and like if out of 5 people, 3 people replied you within 24 hours. So you save their contact. I mean, their need. So when you have another, you just order from this guy. That's just it. So their seriousness has to do with how many hours they take to reply. And for the fact that they are not replying does not mean that they are not serious. Many of them are busy with the order. So they only get to reply the order instead of replying your message. Let's see this guys
Message.
instead of replying your message rather. So because once they see the order, they know that it's their responsibility, and if they didn't deliver the order, it will affect their rating. It will affect a lot of things. Yeah. So this one, he has 4 orders in progress. 4 orders in progress. So you can see this. All these guys are the people with our contact. This one is 4 days delivery. The other one that is just 2 days or 3 days delivery. When you see something like 3 days delivery, make sure you don't promise 3 days on your own account of Fiverr. So instead of you promising 3 days, promise 5 days, because we can't say there may be a little delay from these guys. So it should now be, if they now delay for like, they promise 3 days, they now deliver in 4 days. You yourself, you deliver, you already promised 5 days, you deliver in 4 days. So it will help your buyer will seriously appreciate you and they will trust you for fast delivery and for giving them more than what they request for. That is just a tip for you to win the heart of the buyer. It's very, very important for you to win the heart of the buyer. Give them more than what they paid for, and also deliver very fast. So that will really, really help you. Trying to save. Why are you not loaded? So that is how to get a serious buyer on Fiverr. So the next thing is to how to see a serious seller, how to WSS. Now, there's one thing that this guy did. Let me see if this guy has it. You can see this, they call this thing package. This package was introduced in, I think in 2020? That this package or 2017, that this package was introduced. So this package was not there before. It was just like this before. Where is that $95? It was just like this before. There's no package. It's only one this thing. But you can see now it's different. We have different package. We have first package, $30, which is basic, $100. So let's say, for example, your own first package is $30. So, and you now promise, this guy promised, I will provide 100 high quality PMOs, DA4, that is domain authority 50 plus quality edu backlink. And he promised 250 here. So some buyers will say, they will say this one is not okay for me. Let me go for the 250. Some will say 700 is okay for me. So this is how to get you make them to decide in this particular, this state. So they will now say, this is the best option for me. This is the best option for me. Let me go for this one. Because they have to look at options, yes. They have to look, they look at their competitors, they see what their competitors are getting. The page, the step their competitors are on the search end. They will now say, this, if I go for this option, this one is okay for me. So this is where they will now decide to go for whichever they want. Whichever they want. Help you to make more sales than even than having only one package alone. And another thing, some people add extra gig. I don't know if this guy has extra gig. Okay, this guy has extra gig. So he has another DA. So when they choose the original order, they can add extra gig. They can't add extra gig if they didn't order the first one. So they must order the first one before they can add extra gig. So you can see the price is changing. The price has changed from 95 to 125, which means because I choose the extra gig, 95 plus the 15 and 15. So this is how to make more sales from a single order. From a single order, you can make a lot of sales from this. So the last one, before I allow you to ask questions, fact is you can still make. Let me just. You can buy on Fiverr and resell on Fiverr, and that is the truth. You buy a service on Fiverr and resell the same service on Fiverr. And I love this. Let me see this. Sorry, I want to tell this. Our studio will illustrate and lay out children's book. So now, let's see this guy. Now, let's say, for example, let's say you want to sell this particular gig. You see this gig is okay for you. You want to sell the same gig. You want to sell the same gig that this guy is selling. So you just need to go and do what you need to do is to rewrite its content, rewrite the title, rewrite the descriptions, rewrite everything and create it on it. So once you have the order, and this guy promised how much? He promised 90 do follow back me. And because it's a Fiverr, you also promised 90.
90.
Yeah. You also promised 90 to follow back. And he promised 21 days. You, because you are buying from him, you want him to deliver, you promise 23 days delivery. So once you have another, you just come here and order from this guy and deliver and submit your buyer's details to him. He will do the work and he will deliver to you. You will also deliver to the customer. That's very simple. You know that this guy is serious already. So of course, you know he's serious already. So you don't need to ask if this guy is serious or he knows what he's doing. You already know that he's serious. For someone to be having 131 orders, as at 3 days ago, he has like 95. Now it's 131. That's people are really buying it. So you know that this guy is serious already. So that is just it. So you get more buyers, you get. And another thing you can do for this one is, I don't really count it as a serious thing, but if you have another account, you can just be buying from one account and be selling from another account. So instead of you using the same account where you are getting your order from, so you just have another account where you be buying this service from and reselling it. That's just it. That is all what the Fiverr is. So now what I will now give you to go and do now is, next time we are meeting, we'll be creating 2 gigs together. This is what is called gig. Service is gig. Like creating from the top like this. This, I will boost your SEO ranking. So you go and work on the content, the title, you work on the image. Do you know how to use Canvas graphics?
There's another.
But you know how to design a graphics
Poster, whatever that I used to.
Okay, but
something. Yes, I can.
So what you need to go and do, like, let's say for example, you want to sell this service that we search for this already 1,000, but make your own 900. You know, I said instead of okay, then you make it 600 because you may not find out to 5 people that will deliver this service. So make it like 600. What you now do is that instead of this guy promised 500, 90. This guy promised 150. So you promise I will boost your ranking with 600 edu backlink. So what is this guy? Okay, edu backlink. Okay, do follow backlink rather. So do follow backlink. So you now write the details. You rewrite all these details that this guy says requesting from. That the benefit, the features rather. You rewrite it. You don't write the same thing. You just rewrite it in your own with different English so that it will not look like a
customize
copy.
your own.
Yes. You copy. You make it past copy scale so that it will not look like a copied text from another website. So it's very important. So you now come here and you write everything on a notepad. You write everything on a notepad or a Word document. So you keep it at least 2 gig for 2 gig that day. So before that day rather. So you find, at least for that 2 gig, you find like three different serious sellers for each of the gig. Three different sellers for each of the gig. You save it. So those are the things. You now create an image like this. You create an image like this for each of the gig you create. For each of those gigs. So any day we are now meeting, we now work on it. I will join you step by step. But you know that that day we are creating gig, that same day, as we are creating gig, we are writing a test. So we write SEO test and we write English test at that same time. So it might more than, it's supposed to be like 1 hour, but because the test alone is around 40 minutes. Because if you don't write that, at the point of creating a gig, if you don't write that test, your gig will not be alive. So which is very, very important. And if you don't write it at that particular time, you may not have got to write it in the next 90 days again. So that's why you need to know what you're doing. So go through. Once I send you the video, I'll send you this video before the evening. So once I send you the video, you will rewatch it. You do everything I tell you to do. So now it starts straight. Let me talk cash for this. Straight. So any question?
Okay, you have said you send a video, so I would look at it because sometimes the audio keeps breaking. So I also need to follow up again, like you said at the beginning. Hello.
Okay, I can hear you.
So you heard what I said?
Yeah, sure, I do.
So because of the breaking, then I was noting the question just as the you have actually by virtue of in the course of the lecture you have answered some. The foreign account is better, So then one question I want to ask is payment made. Probably if it's not now, maybe how is payment made? Is it
this is
okay, go ahead, I think.
Let's go to
because you have actually said having a credit card.
No, wait, let me how you can withdraw your money from Fiverr, is that what you're talking about?
Yes, how you can. I think you have to pay for a service, and they pay you for a service, and you pay too.
Yeah, yes. Let me just say, this is my Nigeria account. I don't sell service on this account. But let me just say, sometimes I do get order from this account. So, and sometimes I withdraw money there. Sometimes I bought something. Let me just go to the menu, and you see there are different methods where Fiverr can pay you. So they have PayPal, they have bank transfer, and they have Fiverr revenue card. So currently, I'm using a PayPal. Currently, I'm using a PayPal to withdraw my money from there. And if you want to use a bank card, you know of Payoneer, you can request for Payoneer here in Nigeria. You use your normal Nigeria details to request for Payoneer. Request for Payoneer. So they will now deliver the Payoneer to you here in Nigeria. You now link that your Payoneer with this Fiverr. So once you receive it, you just click on it, you link it to the Fiverr account. You understand? So once you withdraw here, the money will enter into your Payoneer account. That same Payoneer account, you can send it to people here in Nigeria, or you can use it to withdraw in any bank in Nigeria, or it will give you in Naira instead of dollar. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Instead of dollar, okay.
Yeah. But instead,
yes,
if you have a domiciliary account, so you now withdraw it back to your domiciliary.
I have a dollar account.
Okay.
I have a dollar account. Yes.
So you link your dollar account with your Payoneer. So you now you just withdraw to your dollar account. You go to the bank and get $1 from them. So you get $1 and go and change it wherever you want to change it. That's how it's.
Okay.
Any question?
Yes, you have said CEO Clark is the outsourcing site.
SEO Clark. SEO Clark.
Yeah, the SEO Clark. Yeah. Now look, you had
How do you say?
you made mention of $1 the CEO Clark is better.
SEO Clark is better. There is not even that $1
It's better.
That $1 is not
You said
available again because it's not a
okay,
serious site, so they are not available.
okay, okay.
SEO Clark is better.
Permit me. Okay. Then the VPN is it free?
I said it's better if you
The
really want
white
to start.
scribe that you mentioned.
I said it's better if you really want to start where it's better you start with paid one. So it's free. It's free. I'm using on this particular system. So you can use a paid version too.
Okay,
So
okay,
you just upgrade. You just
okay,
upgrade to paid version of it. It is so now. So
okay.
if you just want to upgrade, you just
And you said it's better to upgrade to cover.
yes, so that your network will not be fluctuating and you will have a normal VPN, normal IP. Because the same one is what you'll be using on your phone too. Hello? Hello?
A lot of locations.
What is it?
Hello.
Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, what is it?
Yes, I think there was network bridges. I wanted to say that you were mentioning you, just like you mentioned in the.
Can't hear you.
Yeah, did you hear me?
I hear you now.
Okay. From the presentation,
From the
you the same backlink, follow backlink. So I can also sell another service that has to do with writing and translation.
100%. If you can do that, you can do it. You can do that. It's 100% you can do it.
Okay, okay. Yes, I hear you. But during the course of the presentation, there was breakage, so I will need
You need to
to
watch the video.
listen to the recording so that I can grab word by word.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Yes, please. Yes, please. I would appreciate that. Because somewhere along the line we're talking and before the audio will not connect again, we'll have it wasn't
before the evening, I will
sequential
send.
at all. So I'll need to go over it.
No, before the evening, I will send
Okay.
it to you. So no, so take care.
Okay.
Have a wonderful day. Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome, sir.
Too. Can I send questions on WhatsApp?
Sure, 100%. You can send it.
Okay. Okay.